What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I want to speak about Jayson Whitlock, right? And Jayson Whitlock, he had a lot to say on his podcast recently about the Breonna Taylor situation. I think that like he's kind of being like dishonest about the situation. And with that being said, I think that I want to play an audio, of even a police officer saying that like these raids and the raid that specifically happened with Breonna Taylor and her boyfriend, I think his name is Kenneth Walker, like how racist these kind of raids are. Like when I think like to raid like these black person house or anybody house like in the middle of the night, I think it's not safe for the police officer, and it's not safe for you may have like innocent bystanders inside the home. A lot of times they don't even care if you have kids, or like I said, if they looking for a particular person, they don't care about the wife or anybody that's innocent with these raids. And I want to play like this lady who was a part of this investigation or came on later on in the investigation, and she said that like these raids are they unnecessary and they don't happen to white people. But Jayson Whitlock feel like like these kind of situations are justified, and I want you to hear what this lady says about these kind of raids, and I want to give my reaction to what she say.
This is what she says on January of 2021 about Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor was at home in her apartment in bed, and the police came into her apartment and she ends up dead. And it's like, that didn't have to happen. And imagine, and this is where it's race reckoning. This doesn't happen to white people. It just doesn't. And it was heartbreaking. And I'm a cop. Okay. And I get how difficult the job is. But what I would say to police is, if we really are doing this fairly and impartially, why is this not happening in white communities? And don't tell me that it's because the black people where the crime is, the black people where the violence is. That's crap.
All right. So let me, I agree 100% with this lady. That it's just dishonest and it is crap, right? And she said that this kind of stuff don't happen in white neighborhoods, right? Or with rich people. Like I said in another video that I did, like when the police raided Puff Daddy's, his two properties, they came in broad daylight, and so if you inside any type of house or an apartment and you look outside and you see all those police out there, number one, that it's definitely the police, because you can see if you just so happen to be looking out there. And then like people who rob people don't come in they usually don't come in the daytime, and so you'll be less likely to run into any problems. And if you do have a standoff, then at least you still have the problem or the situation contained. Like, but like to raid people's house in the middle of the night, it's just unnecessary, and it puts police in a difficult situation. Like you don't even care about the police officers, because people are going to be, when they are disoriented, and you create that kind of chaos in the middle of the night, is going to cause a reaction a lot of times. And then so to me, it just seems like when you do stuff like that, you're looking for trouble, because more often than not, that's what you're going to get. I think you'll get more trouble. You'll get more of more trouble and more of a bad reaction if you raid somebody's house in the middle of the night than you would if you raided somebody's house like during the daytime. And there's other ways. You don't have to really, like somebody like Breonna Taylor, you could have caught her going or coming from work. You know, why go into her house in the middle of the night? You know, like this lady said, that kind of stuff just don't happen in, you know, in white neighborhoods. But let me get to like some more of what this lady said, and then I'll react to her statement.
And if you're going to police fairly and equitably, your practices have to be consistent and your standards have to be consistent regardless of the neighborhood. And LMPD is by no means alone in this.
It amazes me that it's 20.
All right, so let me stop at it. Right, exactly. Like, so, you know, like, why do you, like I said, in certain neighborhoods, this kind of raid is not going to happen. You're not going to raid somebody's house at midnight or anything like that, because, you know, it's just not safe for the police officers. You know, and it's reckless when it comes to the, you know, the people in the neighborhood. When you raid somebody, you disturb the whole neighborhood at nighttime when you do these kind of raids. And they don't do these in white neighborhoods. But Jayson Whitlock, you know, he wants to promote that, you know, this raid was justified, and wasn't nothing wrong with this raid. But you know, I disagree. That's my take on it. With that being said, make sure to like and subscribe. Also leave a comment. I want to know what you feel about like these raids only happening in Black communities. And like the lady said, they don't, you know, they're not being, you know, they're not fairly and justly happening like in all communities. Like, this is just Black communities. So like I said, leave a comment and I'll check you all out on the next video. Peace.